All right, now that we've got all of our technology in place, we just about recorded this podcast without anything recording. So here we go. You get 3 of us today. This is the Vital Wire. All right, so 2024 has been the theme of the past few podcasts, the resolutions. We've also been keeping a lot of our clients in the practice, very much in the know. We've got our newsletters going out and just updating them with closings, but also I'm excited to jump in on the Black Friday deals.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of fun things where really just giving people the opportunity to engage with us with really a very low investment to get answers, to experience our practice, some of the things we do wellness-wise with cryo and infrared and some of the awesome, great things we do that we're getting more questions about. So this will be the first year we really run through Black Friday deals here at Vital Performance.
Yeah. I'm excited about it too because we are actually listening to the clients too and doing Black Friday deals on things that people really were excited about in practice and want to do. So why not throw out some deals for them so that they can start their 2024 absolutely fantastic, the best versions of themselves with the most knowledge that they've ever had as to what and how their body is functioning.
Yeah. And best part about this Black Friday deal is you don't have to wait in line at 4 a.m.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, there's a couple people we've already gifted the opportunity to take action in our Black Friday deals, but that's because they're already clients.
Yeah.
So, and they seem to love it, which is why we want to extend it, including another local collegiate athlete yesterday starting care. And she's like, well, I'm not an athlete. And we were like, well, you dance. That's an athlete.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter. It's going to be a Black Friday deal. So some of the, if you're an athlete, some of the deals are just going to get sweeter for you to get involved with. And the biggest thing is yes, we bounce back and forth from our general clientele and our athlete clientele, but it's because they're still people and you guys are still people, and we want to give more people access to comfortably start to ask more questions and be like, okay, what's this all about?
Yeah. Well, and on the same resolution thing, this place is going to be open for that too. Like all of those things have to do with the resolution of getting healthier and fitness. Maybe you want to lose weight. Like this all comes to play when it comes to that. It's not just about going to the gym and working out. It's also the recovery aspect.
Yeah, 100%. And how to do it.
Right.
And what's safe for me to do. And what are my goals structurally, physically. So, yeah, I mean, all great things there. And go ahead.
I was going to say, I think that's a big part that actually people miss about the resolution side of it, where they're like, I do want to lose weight. I'm going to start going to the gym. And then they start being in pain because they didn't take care of themselves prior to. They didn't properly prepare their bodies to actually go work out for the first time in 6 years.
Yeah, that's such a good point because there's things that you can find out preemptively before that workout session even starts. Let us help you figure out what is safe for you to do and what do we need to work on and what exercises. Let us help you build that plan and what that looks like. So one, you can have an ease of progression into that is comfortable, that gets you results and just compiles into getting to your goals faster. So a lot of people go work out and it's like, man, I want to lose, 3 inches, 4 inches in my waist, but they're doing all the things that make their upper body look good, but they're exercising, but they didn't know. It's like, well, I thought that was going to help lose weight overall. So let us help target and let us see what's going on with your body so you can be comfortable doing it.
Yeah, a big trend on social media right now is everyone just wants to run 5Ks. Yeah. You can't just wake up one day and run a 5K. Your body's going to be like, no, and you're not going to want to do it again because of the way that it went.
That's so good because it is. And so let's talk on that here real quick because you bring up such a good point. People, they do the CrossFit or they do the 5Ks, like you said, the trendy things. And you're not just you could just wake up and start training for a 5K.
Yeah.
But what are 99% of people going to do to train for a 5K?
Just go run.
run.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, hang on a second. It's not that there's anything, we're not looking for what's wrong with your knees, what's wrong with your ankles, what's wrong with the lumbar spine. It's not that we're looking for what's wrong, but let's look at, okay, if you're training for a 5K, there's a whole body that we're going to have to develop. It's not just from the waist down in your lungs that give you the ability to run a 5K.
Yeah.
So making sure you get an evaluation, whether you're here or across the country, we set you up with, or a family member that wants to do this from afar with you. Let's get you guys set up with what's going on with the body and how can I start training most effectively for that goal of running a 5K.
Yeah, I think another one comes to mind is 75 hard. Everyone starts 75 hard like January 1st. But if you're not living any kind of lifestyle that is similar to 75 hard until January 1st, your body's going to be in shock.
Yeah.
Like you can't just start things cold turkey. You can't quit things cold turkey. It's not how the body works. And it's also not fair to yourself to do that to your body.
Sure.
Right.
Then you're going to probably not regret it, but be like mad at your own body for reacting that way. But you could have set yourself up to do that.
And that mental aspect of it too, if you do like start so hard and then it is terrible, it is going to mentally fatigue you into some sort of resolution depression because you can't do it.
Yeah.
So finding out exactly what's going on in your body before you start any of your resolutions is so important. Especially when it comes to stuff like that.
Just sets you up for success.
Absolutely.
I mean, it really does. And like you say, I don't know if you've heard that phrase before, but I like what you said, the resolution depression. It's a real thing. I mean, we talk to our athletes all the time. It's like the number one way to have mental health issues in an athlete is post injury.
Yeah.
So post downfall. It's like same would hold true with resolution. It's like there's no suckier way to start off a year than start the first week and a half and then can't continue towards your goal. And now you've just screwed the last 50 weeks of the year. When you could have, not that it's your fault, but we want to prevent people from going through that. You did all the right things and then crash.
And it's like, we've talked about this before with not only Vital Performance, but also we've recently discussed it on the Pure Athlete and stuff like that, where people have, previous injuries that have healed and might have healed right, might have healed wrong. But if you don't prepare your body for that injury, or if you start working out as if you never got that injury before, you're 10 times more likely to actually re-injure that and then be out again. Yeah. So similar to you with your back, you can't do, I don't know if this is even right as far as like the technique it goes, but say you can't do a deadlift. Okay, so what else can you do to actually continue to, strengthen that without completely tearing your body apart? Right. So it's so important to come in and let us see it.
We don't want you to quit anything because we just replace it. If we do have to end the stint of something, we'll replace it with something else. And there's a lot of research behind that as far as psychological, health-wise, addiction-wise. It's like, don't try to just quit something. It's like, let's replace it. Right?
Yeah, we said that yesterday to that athlete that you're talking about. We said, like, we're not the people to take you out of something that you love doing. Our main job is to keep you in what you love doing as long as it's safe for you.
Yeah, and if we can get you there faster, we will. We will save you time and money. That's super cool. Which, looping it back around, is Black Friday deals.
And
saving you time and money and giving you a lot of value for whatever it is the goal is. We don't want to sell you a thing that you can hang up on the wall or not some new shiny TV that's just a thing. We're gonna get you towards a goal during this resolution and Black Friday deal.
Be on the lookout for the wait list for that on your social medias here soon. But also, if you are already a client, you will be getting an email. So make sure that you check your email, check your spam for that wait list so that you can be the first to participate in those Black Friday deals. Yeah. They're so exciting.
And then the other news for as we continue through November and the rest of the year is I don't think I'm speaking too soon at this point, but we're going to be adding another team member to the crew, which is super exciting. Huge asset. He will be. Heck yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. I love it.
Another male for Dr. Dustin to hang out with.
So that'll be great. Stay tuned for that. There's a lot of value he's going to bring and with what he's involved in right now. Definitely part-time, which is perfect for both of us. We'll be able to intentionally use him and his intellect and knowledge. So that'll be great. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Super exciting.
The team will be growing further in 2024 as our clientele is growing, as the Pure Athlete is taking off. And it's just super exciting to see our resolutions that we've already committed to start to take place, form shape, come to fruition, advance.
Absolutely.
Towards the overall goal for really Q1 of 2024.
Yeah.
So that's great. And also this production is going to
multiply
and take a transition. So let's talk multiplication first.
Absolutely.
Erin, share with us how we will be multiplying this.
Yeah, so we're actually starting a brand new podcast.
Yeah, we are.
And when you say we, you mean we.
Always. So we're starting the Pure Athlete podcast here shortly.
Yeah. Me and that new employee. No, I'm just kidding.
She's like,
I'm
gonna have fighting words with him. Oh, that's going to be so good. It's going to be you two absolutely killing the game with that. It's going to be a super, super cool podcast that everybody's going to want to tune into as well.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah. So for those of you people who are like, man, are you going to keep talking about student athletes? Yes, just not to the vast extent on here.
Yeah.
We'll keep you in the loop because we want to. It's a part of our brand. It is a part of the Vital Wire.
Right.
The vital information that you need to know and hear about is what this is for, and also getting a look into our lives and who we truly, genuinely are.
Yeah.
But we are with taking the Pure Athlete to new heights, helping other chiropractic offices, helping other coaches, athletic directors, school programs. We've got literally today, 2 messages saying, hey, we've heard about this Pure Athlete. Apparently you guys are the ones to do this. Tell us more. We want to meet with you.
Heck yeah.
So more parents are getting us in front of more people to help that. So, but we're going to start a whole new podcast on the Pure Athlete, which is super fun. I'll tell you what, if I could do podcasts all day, I'm not the greatest speaker in the world. I would love to be. That's probably one thing I'm going to do in 2024 is, take some classes as I almost spilled my coffee down my leg. Maybe take some classes, some courses on how to continue to speak better and clearly and convey a message and get people engaged. But I would do podcasts all day long.
It's so much fun.
If you have a podcast, I'd love to be a guest on your podcast.
Yeah.
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
I've been on a couple, which has been super cool, and I would love to do podcasts more, but the Pure Athlete one's going to be fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we're shifting this one.
Yeah.
And that'll be really cool too. So it'll still be very genuine. We'll still have guests and things like that, but we're going to have a little bit more of a structure to it. You're going to get a little bit more of a vibe with me and Dr. Dustin, probably Erin at some point too. It's still gonna flow, but it's gonna be a little different in a good way. Yeah.
So, and just to reiterate what the Vital Wire is for and how that came about, let's just kind of go 20 steps back. I mean, this has been over a year, so 60, 70 weeks straight. We've at least released one podcast, which is awesome. A lot of people stop at like 3 or 6 or something. And so, which is cool, but it all came about the Vital Wire. Obviously our practice is vital performance. And so vital being a very high buy-in word, high intensity word, is like, this is vital. And the wire being how you receive something, or like back in the day, we're going to send this across the wire, or I'm going to wire you some money. If you feel like you want to do that, go ahead. I'll give you my Venmo. That'd be great. But it's the important news in our area right now, in our community, was the whole come from of why we named it the Vital Wire. Right. Who do you need to know? What information do you need to know? What are some conversations and some topics that we can empower you with from our perspective? So there is no limit to who can be on this podcast, especially right now with it being a community podcast. If this goes nation, global, we have people in other countries that watch this that know who we are. But if this starts to expand, like, I don't care where people are from. It's like, if it's vital to our community and what they need to know, we're going to share it. But we're definitely going to have some different structure and layout, and I'm super excited for that. Right, wrong, or indifferent, it's going to change.
Yep.
The only thing consistent is change.
And the change actually came about when we were trying to create a new video for the front end of the podcast that you watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
And now hopefully on Spotify.
Yeah.
I think I finally figured that out. So watch it.
That's where I watch a lot of my podcasts,
Same.
is straight off Spotify.
Same.
Yep.
So like Bradley, he has his video on there. So it's cool that you figured that out, because a lot of the big name podcasts, they do have it on there.
Yeah.
So that's
So
cool.
I think I finally figured that out. But as I was, cutting video and putting it together. And I threw one together and I actually showed the team and they were like, it feels like the Pure Athlete podcast. I was like, looks like we have to start it finally. And then that brought up the conversation of how do we transition this podcast into something that's still super useful and super community based, but that's more structured that we can kind of even continue to pass on.
Yeah. And reach out to us. Let us know what your favorite podcasts are that you watch now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're always looking for podcasts. We're huge podcast people.
Yeah.
And what segments they have and things like that you actually enjoy or why you enjoy it. Share it with us and we can bring it in this way.
Yeah. I think the thing about podcasts, it's going to be especially cool for the Pure Athlete one, is that they're going to be able to know us on a more personal level. So it's like your coach and your teachers, like that's how you get to know them, is by talking to them. So without bringing every single athlete in this community and the world one day into our office, like we're doing that through that.
Yeah. And I guess one of the driving factors for me too is we do give a lot and we sponsor a lot. And we had a local community college here just walk in and ask for, to donate for a whole sponsor or whatever. And I think my goal with this is we love to do that, but also it's like I want people to know, like you said, who we are genuinely. And I would love for them to come through our doors knowing that we're willing to give, but say, because you guys do this and say this and you're about this, I want people to know what we're about. We think you're going to be such a good fit for this, and sell us a little bit. Like, how do you know us? Are we just a brick and mortar that you just want to come ask money for and raise money? Great. Good on you. Cold walk into the door. But I'm excited to know that it tells me that we are making an impact. I am an under the radar kind of guy. Like, I don't care to be in the limelight and super popular influencer kind of person, but to know that you're making an impact, having somebody walk through the door and say, I heard you on this. I know you're about this. This is great. This is how we want to engage with you, or what you can help us with. And would you also be willing to blank?
Right.
And that is going to be cool. So like you said, the genuine nature of who we are and what we're about, I think people are going to continue to connect with and be able to share easier with other people.
Yeah.
Something that I want to add to that too, that you actually just said that I'm going to hold you to, is the fact that we have made an impact this year, because impact, I do believe, was your 2023 word. So
yeah, that's true.
Exciting stuff. Dr. Dustin finally admits that he has made an impact and brought his word for 2023 into fruition, because he
right, wrong, or indifferent, we're getting out there.
In a good way. In a good way. No, it is really cool to see that actually change in our community too, because we have had people walk through our doors because they've been told by somebody what we do in our office and how we are impacting the community. And they are actually walking in because of who we are, and not just because we are a business. Yeah. And I think that through these podcasts, both Vital Performance and also the Pure Athlete now, it's a really cool way to continue that and achieve even more things.
Yeah. They also come here because they know us as people too.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, I grew up with them, and now I've seen where you go. You look so happy. Like, what do you do here? And we get a lot of that too, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. It's one thing I do kind of want to shout out is, like, we know there's not thousands of people watching this yet. So that's okay. We're not saying, I don't want anybody to misconstrue our genuine nature or to try to, fake it till we make it. Like, we've got thousands of people watching this, but the 25, the 50, the 75, the 120 that we have had on certain episodes, we are very, very grateful for. Yeah. And there's some people that we don't even know, but to see where it's scattered out on the map, and to know that, we are aware it fluctuates. So for those of you that are running to look at how many subscribers and how many view our podcast, no, it's not that big yet, but in our little community, it is starting to make an impact. And that's one of, going into 2024 and setting goals and resolutions, and how can we do better, be better, reach more people, and how can I finish off my 2023 word of impact, create a bigger impact, transitioning some of this, and, with your guys' help, saying, hey, this could be better, or, yeah, I shared this out, I think transitioning this is only going to make that easier.
Yeah.
Which is super cool.
I agree.
What else we got? There's been a lot happen in the past quarter of the year, which is super cool. Football season's coming to an end. Basketball season is starting. Racing season's over. Not too happy about that, but it is what it is. Not that I got to race a whole hell of a lot this year, but I was still very much involved. But there's been a lot of transitioning over the past quarter, which is great. So there's just a lot coming up. I'm excited for the holidays too. So I'm excited for Erin's birthday in particular.
Favorite holiday.
I'm going to eat a lot of food on Erin's birthday.
We do eat a lot of food on Erin's birthday.
Isn't there some like workout that people do on Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving?
The turkey trot is a big one.
She really wants to do the turkey trot.
Y'all can trot your feathers. I'll support.
From a recliner.
I've always wanted to do the turkey trot.
Go for it.
Don't you get like a turkey hat?
Samantha will go with you.
Yeah.
Y'all can do it. I'll sponsor you some shirts.
Thanks.
Do you see my tail feathers? You're not running fast enough.
Oh my goodness. That's so funny.
Don't let my tail feathers distract your speed.
That'd make me faster.
Ooh.
I think we'll do that. I think we're going to do, Erika and I are going to do 2-a-day workouts on Thanksgiving. Yeah.
I'm okay with doing one.
You've been voluntold. No,
I've been voluntold.
No, that's it. You're doing 2.
Oh my goodness, I love it. That is something that people do though. And now I really want to know what they call it because it is a thing where like
it's kind of like the military one. There's one day a year where they
look it
do
up
what's the guy's workout?
Murph.
Yeah, the Murph. Yeah. I think there's something. Well, I think we're all kind of aware of what happens the night before Thanksgiving. So I don't know how much we'll partake in that side, but I think in the morning, Club Fitty better be open. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to open my own gym.
I think it is. There's a post-Thanksgiving cardio workout. I'm going to have to decline. I will say, make sure if you are planning on working out after you eat Thanksgiving, give yourself a couple of hours to digest.
Yeah.
Because working out after getting incredibly full off of food, ain't it?
Yeah.
She just did it yesterday. That's why she said it.
I did it with sushi.
She ate a shit ton of sushi and then decided to go hit the Lulu mirror.
Okay, I had to get the workout in.
Hey,
I didn't know when else I
I'm
was
proud
going to
of
get to
you.
it, but
Yeah.
good 9/11. It was
There we go.
terrible. 10 out of 10 would not recommend working right out after that. But work out before, get your metabolism going, get your body moving, and then eat as much as you want on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Give yourself some grace.
Don't let Dustin see that.
What?
Eat as much as you want on Thanksgiving.
Oh, hell no.
All
I'm
of
eating
it.
as much as I can, too. Absolutely do that. Earn it. Earn it.
Oh, that's the best.
What else? What's Erin got going into this season?
Let's see. Dance season's railing up.
Yeah, it
You
is.
have to, no, hang on a second. You have to excuse Erin for a second because she's really uptight today as she's awaiting her final scores for her athletic training test. The window is now open, and it is kind of, it's dumb. I don't know why they do this to you. There's now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to tell your story for you. Don't mind me. So Erin is a perfectionist of sorts, and she has put off this test taking for quite some time. I've been grilling her since she started with us in March. Take your test. Take your damn test. I'm just going to study. Well, that turned into June, and now we've studied long enough. She finally took her test, and she took it at the end of the window of opening to take the test. So there's like 2 or 3 weeks of time where you can schedule your test. So she schedules it at the end so she can take 15 more practice tests. So that makes perfect sense. Me, I'm just like, when's the test? Let me be the first one. I'm just going to go whole ass at it. And I did that with my boards. I'm not judging you. But here's the thing. Now she's got herself so uptight. Why? Because she took it at the end of the window. And now guess what they do with the test scores? They have a whole window of the test scores where there's like 10 days you have to wait from like the 4th to the 14th or something.
It opened on like the 7th.
So not only is she a Rajiri right now, so she's an R at the end of the alphabet.
Yeah.
She was like the last person to sign in to take the test too. So chances are she won't be until the last day where she receives. So all she can think about when I ask her what's going on right now is she's like, I'm waiting for my damn test scores.
My brain is...
Send send Erin
I'm
good
just kidding.
juju.
I'm just picking on her.
Good juju
I'm just
that we
picking on
get her test results on Monday.
I just wanted to dramatically, as I stutter, dramatically, karma, right?
Yeah.
Dramatically tell you what else is going on in our world.
Yeah, but dance season
exciting,
is
exciting
railing up.
things.
Dance season is railing up.
It is ramping up. But Lindbergh, which we will be at.
Yeah.
Lindbergh, the dance competition. It's the renowned Yvonne Cole Invitational.
Yes. I call it Dance Team Christmas usually.
It is.
There you go.
Dance Team Christmas. It is the first weekend in December.
Yep.
Every year. And that's where you first get to see everybody put their routines out there on the floor for adjudication for the first time. And that is Dance Team Christmas. It's so much fun. And we're going to be
What is
there.
everyone doing this year?
And we're going to be there she's going to be there as a coach. Yeah. But we are going to be there as the pure athlete and VP. I'm hanging out with the dance community.
Yeah, which is so exciting because I feel like my team's going to be like, wait, your work's here? They're going to be like, wait, is that Dr. Dustin? I just know it already. So we have to have a pep talk from you. Maybe I'll have that. We'll schedule it in.
Pep talk?
Schedule it in.
Before hip hop, you want to give them a pep talk?
Give them a hype.
Yeah.
Pull up my Eric Thomas and get them all lit. I can do
No
that.
cursing.
Yeah.
You're going to have to dial it back from Eric
They're
Thomas.
high schoolers.
Soft words.
Soft
I mean,
songs.
what do they listen? What do they listen to on the radio anymore? They drop about everything but the F-bomb. I can't get inspiring. What if
Just
I say?
like the level 1 words.
Yeah, level
Not
1
level
words.
2.
What if it's like purely within context? Like, what if it's just super motivational and I happen to?
I mean, it does kind of get them hype whenever you do.
Yeah, they laugh a little bit, but then it's like if I can keep them serious, I can use it to motivate. Is that allowed or no?
My Dahmers would probably look at you with the widest eyes and like look at each other.
I have a feeling
but
if the
Hal might be okay.
Yeah,
with it.
you have to have a blue Jolly Rancher though before we dye our tongues blue before hip hop. With the blue Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, mine will be purple. That's fine. I'll do a grape one. I bet if you got
the grape one.
I bet if the parents were all standing around and I dropped that within context, they'd probably all say, "Well, somebody fucking said it."
Yeah.
Don't forget, your coach has never lost. That's it. That's the entire That's the entire one. Mic drop and go out on the floor.
That's all.
Erin's just gonna sit there with like a buzzer on her phone to where she knows it's coming, and she's like, "There's the F beep." Beep. It'll be loud and it'll be like a horn. Like anytime I drop an F-bomb, you just won't hear it.
Yeah.
I don't drop a lot of F-bombs.
Live editing.
Only within context. No, I won't do that. I'd be happy to do that.
Yeah. I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be super fun.
Click the link to pay me to be your hype man.
Click the link to be link in the bio.
Pre-competition.
What's it called? A telegram?
Telegram. Oh.
Yeah, you could be the hype telegram.
Oh my god.
Be like, knock on the door.
Telegram.
Hello, I'm here.
Howdy. What do you need?
I love telegrams.
Man. No, that'd be fun. That'd be super fun.
Yeah.
We can do that. What else you got?
You're gonna be an AT soon.
Yeah, that was
that was what I was
AT.
hoping you were going to tell everybody.
Yeah. Well,
An official AT.
yes.
She'll have the letters and all of the things that come with it.
Well, I mean, when people are calling you to help them study and tutor them and stuff, I would say you don't have an issue with any of that. I'm just glad it's going to be official so we can actually put things out there that says Erin Ruggieri AT or head athletic trainer for the pure athlete in Vital Performance. So,
yes. And we're going to have a celebration here. And we're going to make her bring her certificate and we're going to post it up everywhere. I'm going to make copies.
Yeah. We're going to do headstands.
Oh, perfect.
Definitely headstands.
Not keg stands. Headstands.
Perfect. Headstands on the keg stand.
Of kombucha.
Yeah.
Ooh, coming 2024. Kombucha keg.
That has been one of your things that you would like to try and make happen.
We'll see. That's not an announcement. That is not an announcement.
It's a dream.
A dream.
Recap?
Recap. Black Friday deals.
Black Friday
Inaugural
deals.
Black Friday deals.
Look out in your email and look out on your social medias for Black Friday deals waitlist.
Erin should be less stressed by the end of next week.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
She's really not stressed. I'm just picking on her.
Never.
Are you seeing the? Are you seeing the transition? The transition of the podcast. Second podcast, Pure Athlete Podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
And let me just go ahead and drop this right now because I talked to Gordy earlier today. We're going to be having more merch. Yeah. I think we're going to loop this into probably the Vital Performance merch we have out there too. But we are going to start a merch page as well. And 10% of all of the revenue from or proceeds, we'll say. 10% of everything that we sell through our merch stores is going to go towards mental health.
Yeah.
I think we will probably, I mean, I started that with saying, especially on the pure athlete side, I wanted to give back to something. I wanted to give back and produce or escrow an account. And maybe we open a nonprofit someday. I don't know, but I'm going to take 10% and allocate that towards student athlete mental health. Yeah. And that way we can build resources, pay for resources, or hire somebody to provide the resources. Right. And so, but 10% of all of our merch sales going forward and in through 2024 and beyond will go towards mental health for student athletes.
That's a great point too, because you will soon see our merch store on our website.
Yes.
We're getting that redone. It's going to look so good. So once we get it redone, we'll definitely amplify it up onto our social media so that you can see it. But our merch stores for both Vital Performance and also the Pure Athlete will be on there. And then also soon to be on TikTok Shop.
Yeah.
So it'll be super easy to get your Vital Performance
Heck
and your Pure Athlete merch.
So buy merch that's comfy. This isn't going to be your cardboard sandpaper merch stuff. Like, this is soft style stuff, great stuff. Like, if I could get Lululemon to build our stuff for us, I will, but it's going to be quality stuff. But buy merch that feels good, looks good, but also gives back to a greater need. We would appreciate that. A lot of other people you may never meet will appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So let's just go ahead and drop that here. 10%, at least 10% of all of our proceeds from merch will go towards student athlete mental health.
Fabulous.
All right. There's your November update.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Have a great rest of your month. Enjoy the holidays. Do not let them be stressful. If you can't make it to everything, say something now. Make it easier on yourselves. Please use your blinkers. Don't drive like an idiot. There's plenty of people with kids in cars, and guess what? They're trying to get to all the same stores and to all the same things as
Holiday
you.
drivers.
Let somebody in the line. It's a zipper effect, folks. I don't know why I'm going off on this, but I'm going to right now.
That's because we experienced it last night.
And I do it every year.
Already.
So use your blinkers. Let that person in front of you. It's not going to make you that much later to let off the gas and let them in there. You are not cool if you don't let them in. You did not win the race. You did not win the NASCAR championship like Ryan Blaney did this past weekend.
Yeah, that's true.
So be careful out there. See ya!